I think we can all agree that the Golden State Warriors are picking up right where they left off, dominating the NBA. The Dubs have one of the league's best records and are near the top in offense and have a top 10 defense too. Guys, I know it's early, but for all the talking heads out there who were saying,
"The dynasty is over,"
or
"The Chris Paul trade is going to be a disaster,"
well, let me ask, how does that crow taste? And as great as the Warriors starters have been, in today's video, I'm going to focus on the Dubs bench and tell you why what they're doing is literally terrifying the rest of the NBA. Welcome everybody, my name is Troy and this is the Half Court Report. Be sure you click that thumbs up button and subscribe for some of the best NBA content that you're gonna find on YouTube. Let's just lay it all out there. This Golden State roster looks far deeper and more talented than what we saw last season. Clearly, a big reason for that is Chris Paul. This time last season, a young Warriors bench that was headlined by Jordan Poole and James Wiseman was second to last in bench net rating at negative 14.8. But in the early parts of this season, the Golden State bench sits second across the league at .99. Perhaps more importantly, the team is plus 31 so far in the non-Steph Curry minutes. That's a huge factor, and it is directly aligned with Chris Paul's addition to the team. Add to that the growth in Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody's games, the defensive tenacity of Gary Payton II, the savvy pickup of Dario Saric in free agency, and the selection of ready-made draftees Trayce Jackson-Davis and Brandon Pajemski. Let's talk for a minute about how perfect CP3 has been for the Warriors. Not only is he coming off the bench for the first time in his 19-year career, dude is making it look so easy out there and fitting seamlessly with the rest of the team. Paul currently has a team option of $30 million for next year, but if he continues to play that he has, well, I'm not sure how he can be a one-and-done kind of guy. He's been the team's clear-cut second-best player early this season and looks closer to an all-star than to a player who's heading down the final stretch of his career. If the Warriors come close to winning or do win the title, a dynamic bench unit led by Chris Paul is going to be one of the key reasons. They're not going to want to say goodbye to him, especially with how well he gets along with the rest of the team's stars. Throughout his whole career, Chris Paul has just made teammates better. Whether that was in New Orleans, whether it was with the Clippers, in Houston, Oklahoma City, everywhere. And it has never been truer than it is right now. And guys, what about third-year players Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody? I did a video on them about a month ago talking about how they were going to break out this year, and they are not disappointing. Coming into the year, Moody was best suited as a shooting guard and Kuminga was limited to power forward, but Moody clearly hit the gym in the offseason and has shown the ability to bang with larger players. His defense on forwards has been strong this year, and as of this recording, he's grabbed 12 rebounds in 77 minutes, despite playing on the perimeter. And what about Kuminga? He's improved his shooting and playmaking. If you count preseason, he is shooting almost 50% from deep and looks miles more comfortable with his shot than he did last year. And how about those rookies, Trayce Jackson-Davis and Brandon Pajemski? Wow, chef's kiss. I had a first-round grade on Trayce Jackson-Davis, so when he fell to the late second round, I knew that he would be a steal, and it turns out he is a steal for the Warriors. And I know he is a little undersized to play that center spot, but in today's NBA, does that really even matter anymore? Just watch him play. The dude is a beast. You gotta listen to this. His per 36-minute numbers are 19 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 blocks. Let me say that again. His per 36, 19 points, 14 rebounds, 6 blocks. And I'm really confident that when the Warriors are hit with injuries, he's going to be able to step up and feast out there against other players. Watch for TJD to make an all-rookie team this year would not surprise me at all. And we haven't seen a ton of Brandon Pajemski so far this year, but from what I have seen, I've liked it a lot. He looks way more comfortable than he did in Summer League, and dude is rebounding like a boss. Don't tell this guy that he's only 6'4", okay? And GP2, he's bringing it every night, being a defensive menace. I like what I'm seeing from him shooting the ball. And Dario Saric, I love his veteran presence out there. I think people were really sleeping on that signing this offseason. Totally underrated pickup for the Warriors. Pending health, this is a bench unit that should remain top 5 in the league and is one that will win Golden State plenty of regular season games. In the meantime, it's giving Coach Steve Kerr a difficult decision on what his rotation is going to be, and that's a great problem to have. But since the Golden State bench is playing so well, that's going to allow the starters to remain fresh throughout the season. And we all know that being healthy heading into the playoffs is key for a long run. But changes could be coming because rules in the NBA's collective bargaining agreement say that the Warriors will have to add a player to their vacant 14th roster spot. NBA teams aren't allowed to have less than 14 fully contracted players for any more than 28 total days during the regular season and for no more than 14 straight days. You may remember that before the season started, the Warriors waived veterans Rudy Gay and Rodney McGruder, and they did that to maintain flexibility while they surveyed the league for possible options. And in all honesty, Golden State's best course of action may just be to either sign Gay or McGruder to a standard contract. They obviously have interest. Gay is 37 years old, but was viewed as a likely player to take that 14th spot. But he played less than 15 minutes through the Warriors' first 2 preseason games, and none after that. McGruder's chances were limited by entering concussion protocols early in the preseason. He did return for the final game of the preseason against the Spurs, and he recorded 8 points and 5 rebounds on 3 of 9 shooting in just over 20 minutes. If it's not going to be Gay or McGruder, some other top current free agents include Terrence Ross, Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, Nerlens Noel, Wenyen Gabriel, and former Warrior JaMychal Green. You guys like any of those names? Regardless, the Warriors are showing me they know what it takes to build a good team, so I'm not worried in the least as to how they're going to handle any upcoming roster decisions. I know this is a lot to digest, but let me know what you think in the comments. And since you've watched this far, be sure to drop a like for the YouTube algorithm. Click that subscribe button too so you never miss another Warriors video. But all this talk about this bench mob has got me excited for Warriors two-way player Usman Garuba to get some legit NBA minutes on this team. I was hyped when they signed him. He was a first-round pick just 2 years ago, and Usman is nice. I did a whole video on him. I need you to check out the video that I did on him. Let me know what you think. I'll catch you next time on the Half Court Report. Have a great day.